Hello dear students, I welcome you all in my YouTube channel. Today in this section I will discuss about the recessive epistasis. In previous section I discussed about the dominant epistasis.
Now the epistasis. Epistasis was used by Bateson in 1909 to describe the masking effect of genes. The term epistasis describes a certain relationship between genes where an allele of one gene hides or masks the phenotype of another gene. When two different non-allelic genes affect the same character in such a way that the expression of one mask or inhibit the expression of the other gene, this phenomena is said to be epistasis. In case of epistasis, there are two non-allelic genes are involved. The first non-allelic gene which involved in the process of epistasis is known as epistatic gene, while as the another gene is known as hypostatic gene. The gene that suppresses other gene expression is known as epistatic gene, while as the gene that is suppressed or remain masked is termed as hypostatic gene. The epistasis and dominance phenomena resembles to each other in their masking effects, but the major difference between epistasis and dominance is, in case of dominance, it involves the intra-allelic gene interactions, means one allele hides the effect of other allele of the same gene, while as in case of epistasis, it involves interallelic gene interaction, means one allele hides the effect of other allele of the different genes. Now, the types of epistasis. The epistasis are basically two types. The first one is dominant epistasis and the second one is recessive epistasis. I have already been discussed about the dominant epistasis in my previous lecture. Today in this section I will discuss about the recessive epistasis. Now the recessive epistasis. When the recessive alleles of one gene masks the phenotypic expressions of alleles of another gene, this type of epistasis is called recessive epistasis. Thus we can say the epistasis due to the recessive genes is called recessive epistasis. In case of the recessive epistasis, the homozygous recessive alleles can mask the expression of dominant alleles. Due to recessive epistasis, the phenotypic ratio 9:3:3:1 in F2 generation becomes modified into 9:3:4. That's why it includes under the modified Mendelian ratios. The phenomena of recessive epistasis can be seen in coat color in mice. In case of mice, various types of epistatic interactions have been reported. The most interesting case is recessive epistasis in coat colors. The common house mouse occurs in number of coat colors, say for example albino, agouti and black. In mice, albino color white coat is produced by a recessive gene small a. There is a different gene capital B which in the dominant state capital B and capital B small b produces grey coat color which is called agouti color. The recessive small b genes leads to black coat color in case of the mice. The recessive gene for albino color small a is found to be epistatic to the gene for agouti color capital B and capital B small b, and also to its recessive homozygous allele small b which produce black color. The dominant allele A of the epistatic gene allows expression of gene B so that the agouti color and black coat color can be produced. Now we will understand the recessive epistasis with the help of this cross. Please look at this cross. When a agouti coat color mice is crossed with albino coat color mice in F1 generation, all mice will be agouti in color, having the genotype capital A, capital B and small b. Due to the absence of epistatic recessive gene small a, as the small a is a recessive gene, it can express itself only in homozygous recessive conditions only. Further, the dominant allele A allows gene B to express, thus gene B will express and produce agouti mice in F1 generation. Now when the F1 progeny further self-crossed with the F1 in F2 generation, they will segregate it into the ratio of 9:3:4, in which 9 will be agouti in color, 3 will be black in color, while as 4 will be albino in color. Because the recessive gene for albino color small a is found to be epistatic to the gene for agouti color capital B and capital B small b, and also to its recessive homozygous alleles small b which produce black color. The dominant alleles capital A of the epistatic gene allows expression of gene capital B so that agouti and black coat color can be produced. Thus, here the phenotypic ratio in F2 generation is 9:3:4, which is an exception of Mendelian ratio. As per Mendel, it should be 9:3:3:1. This is all about the recessive epistasis. Thanks for watching this video.